What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ragdoll, and I got some more Pokemon Next Gen for us. So in that last one, we fought that Cypher admin Gorgon, and I did a whole bunch of off-screen shenanigans. We snagged so many Pokemon, and I was using the Purify Chamber to purify most of them. And for the most part, they are in that process of being purified, which is awesome. We snagged the Regirock from them. We got that in the Purify Chamber. And yeah, and some of this stuff is almost done, like the Absol. We snagged that from the Team Snag'em guy and threw it in there. And I buffed up the team a little bit. These are the 4 guys we got with us. Purified the Charizard, named it Leon. You know, respect to that champion Leon, respect to him. But yeah, this is what the team is looking like. Pupitar is almost at that point where we need to evolve it. But we are going to push on with the story, and I can't remember if I was supposed to do anything else after seeing Gorgon anyway. Now, if I remember correctly, we're supposed to go to Gedeon Port, see what the parts guy is up to, see what he's doing. And just like that, the Absol is done. See what the parts guy, oh, it's already ready. It's already ready. But I guess we gotta go talk to him first, I don't know. Yep. It's finally done. What's this big ass box right here? So, Dark Isle. Yep, there we go. That Robo Kyogre could push us through those tough tides. I really do want to see what's in this fucking box, though. Oh, you know what? And I want to say another thing I was supposed to do that I haven't done. I gotta go back to the HQ lab real quick, because I want to say, before we go to the Isle, we are supposed to get our Master Ball or something like that. I don't think I'll use the well, yeah, I will. I'm going to use the Master Ball on something. Yep. Jovi was right. If you read Jovi's diaries, she writes down in her diary of a secret room, this is it. This calls for a special situation. Open the box and take what's inside. 1 Master Ball. Ten Shade Balls. I mean, that's awesome, a Shade Ball. But I mean, we'll see how they work. We're only going to use them on those tough to snag rare Pokemon. All right, now we gotta go back to Gedeon Port to Dark Isle. And and then snag the new shadow Pokemon there. Hopefully what I didn't do was over level myself. In the admin battle with Gorgon, is it Jorgen? No, it can't be Jorgen. I don't know how to say that fucking dude's name. But regardless, he made me realize my levels were pretty low. And they got my little 12-year-old ass driving a whole boat to this evil headquarters. Like, I have no backup or anything. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty dope ass opening cutscene to this place. He gave us props for having a cool ride and then was like, I don't give a damn about that though, square up. All right, we got a Shadow Golduck, don't we? Oh, a Shadow Wailord. In the original games, it's the Golduck. I know what I'm talking about. Damn, and I'm still under level. At least Shadow Pokemon wise, I'm under level. All right, let's go ahead and switch out. Yeah, let's go ahead and just switch out the Charizard. Drizzle Wailord is crazy. I wonder why I didn't get the special attack boost. Stormy, okay. Fire off Hyper Voice to get some little damage, and then Leaf Blade. Yep. Okay, maybe I'm not over level. It's just the shadow Pokemon that are at a massive level. Damn, that didn't do anything. Okay, okay. Lantern. I'm gonna Hydro Pump the Wailord and then knock out the Lantern. I mean, because if the Hyper Voice didn't do a lot, you know, maybe the Hydro Pump will. They did just about the same amount of damage. Wailord is so fucking big, bro. Okay, Sceptile gets another turn. That's amazing. Skillfully dodging Shadow Waves. And then a Gyarados. A Shadow Gyarados. We should have seen this coming. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to use Hyper Voice. And then... we use Hyper Voice. And I'm gonna Dragon Breath the Gyarados. I don't know, I might get a Paralyze, maybe. Nope. But it's alright, it's alright. Okay, that might be the Shadow version of Thrash. Okay, that's a Moxie Gyarados. I hope the Shadow Wave hits the Gyarados too. That'll be extremely fucking helpful. And it does. Alright, I could throw a net ball at that Gyarados now. Let me send in Charizard to get rid of this rain real quick. Well, it ain't like they're using water moves anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. We're not going to use the Shade Ball yet. Patience, patience. I'm going to net ball the Gyarados. And then, let me try out an Air Slash on this Wailord. Okay. Alright, I don't know how the fuck that happened. And then he's throwing out Shadow Guard. Are you shitting me, bro? You knock out my goddamn Vaporeon. This is getting a bit out of hand. Okay, change of plans. We just might have to use the Shade Ball. Oh boy. Alright, let's use Rock Slide. And yeah, let's try out a Shade Ball and see what happens. Didn't want to use it so early. That looks fucking cool. Not going, no kidding. That's a pretty awesome design. And it still popped out. So it's not like, you know, a Master Ball for Shadows. Okay, okay. We just might be able to snag them now. Ooh-wee. All right. So now we gotta catch the Gyarados. This is what we're gonna do. If I catch the Gyarados, that'll be amazing. I really need to, so I don't lose the battle. And then I got a full restore the Pupitar to keep that sturdy intact. This is what I get for trying to play the game the right way too. Trying to snag everything in one sitting. But alright, come on, let's go. It has to work this time. And it does work that time. And then the Wailord. This should be netball. Oh, and that Shadow Wave didn't do fucking diddly. So that means one thing. The problem most certainly was the Gyarados. That Gyarados was getting out of hand. Alright. Let's use a net ball. Get up out of here. Then I guess. Hold on, do y'all see that real quick? Do y'all see what that Wailord is looking like? Through the menu? That's how fucking big Wailord is, bro. Alright. This one has to work. It just has to. Wow. Since when does a netball not work on water types? Like deadass, since when does netballs not work on water? And he knocks out the Charizard. Sheesh. All right, we'll try this again with the netball. Maybe. What if Wailord isn't a fucking water type in this game? That's my only thought right now. All right, we got it. Yeesh. The kid's tough. Yes, indeed, I am. We got Wailord and Gyarados with us. All right. Now, I don't want to move on because my team is in fucking shambles, obviously. Let me go ahead, heal these guys up. Let me use my Moo Moo Milks. Probably one of the best purchases in the game, my Moo Moo Milks. I don't think I'm gonna use those shadow Pokemon in particular. I might just send them in to get knocked out. Let me see what this guy's talking about. Yeah, man. He's a good guy. A real nice feller. Alright, we obviously can't ride the elevator. Yeah, for some odd reason the door won't open. And I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong, but can you really stand this close to lava? I don't know. Thought it'd be too hot for that shit. And I hate when I do that. I really do have a very strong dislike when I heal up before I you know, walk into a place with a healing machine. All right, let me deposit the Wailord real quick. I could put it in the purify chamber, but we'll do that for another day. Tracer Mario. Okay. The Marowak is the Shadow. Level 54. I'm gonna Air Slash it and Leaf Blade the Lunatone. At first I thought I missed for a short second. Thick Club Marowak, ladies and gentlemen. That is nothing else but a Thick Club Marowak. And let me tell you, that motherfucker means business. And I can't even use Earthquake because the Nidoking is a Shadow Pokemon. Or, I mean, I'm a Pupitar. I am a Pupitar. Worst case scenario is we knock it out. So let's go for that, and then let me switch in the Gyarados to dodge the earthquake. Not gonna lie, like that's pretty cool. Okay, Marowak's at a decent amount of HP. Okay, so is the Nidoking. That is doable. And oh shit. Alright, let's try to catch that fucking Marowak first. Because it's a problem. It is most certainly a problem. Hopefully I can get it, because if I don't, Pupitar is definitely getting knocked out. Well, it was anyway. That Nidoking is probably going to use Shadow Quake. Yep, without a doubt. Sorry, Pupa. Let's send in the Reptile. Use Hidden Power Fire. And then yeah, let's just launch another Ultra Ball at the Nidoking now. Not gonna lie, that hidden power was not what I was expecting. Maybe Dragon Breath would do more. You know what? No, I'm saying that, and I'm looking at the levels again, and again I'm under level. So let me not be so hard on myself. Let fucking Gyarados flop all over the place real quick. All right. Oh yeah, this Marowak has to be thick club. Yeah. It's also gentle. What's Gyarados? Rash? Okay. Lightning Rod's really good too. Okay. Let's go this way. I wonder why this hallway is here if like nothing is in here. Not even a person is standing in there. And look at this disproportionate person. All right, Sailor Rocky. Does that guy got tattoos on his knuckles that says good? I didn't quite catch that. All right, so let's Flare Blitz the Electabuzz and then That's Earthquake too. Just because we got it. Just because we got the Earthquake. Okay, thank heavens. Something tells me that Electabuzz was going to outspeed Charizard. Okay, from that damage, I can probably tell that Hariyama might be Guts. Knocked off my shadow armor. Alright, let's Air Slash. Air Slash should be more than enough to knock that out. Damn. That boy just got hella competitive on me with that U-turn. And the Shadow Milotic. Very beautiful Pokemon it is. Let's send in Pupitar. And in comes the Beedrill once again. We're gonna go for an Air Slash Rock Slide combo. Cause yep. I felt like he would use another U-turn. Into Slowbro. Okay. Well, now that the shadow armor is gone, I'm probably getting knocked out. Yep. Okay, Milotic might be at a decent HP. I need Gyarados' Shadow Fear. And let's use it on that Milotic. And then I guess I'll go for another Rock Slide. I can live with Slowbro doing that. I can live with that move right there. Okay. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Fear again on Slowbro, and I'm gonna chuck the net ball at Milotic. Yeah, I think that's the move. Alright. I'm button mashing. I'm button mashing. It has to work. It has to. By button mash law. Yeah, there it is. That'll switch. What in the hell? Shadow Switch with Shadow Ball for. Oh. Shadow Switch is the Shadow U-turn. I'm gonna call the Gyarados and then Shadow Club, because I think Shadow Shake wouldn't work on Beedrill. I want to say in this game Beedrill is Levitate. Yep, Marowak. Yep, smack the fuck out of it. That Beedrill was a problem. Okay. Let's go for a little tantrum, and then let me call the Marowak. I got Shadow Rush, so depending on what this Shadow Tantrum does, I may or may not use Shadow Rush. Yeah, we're not going to use Shadow Rush. I'm going to throw a net ball at this guy. A lot of water types. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's good for you. Don't backtalk any good battler. Definitely don't backtalk me. Definitely don't. But I am going to end the video right here. We are about to finish up the last of the game. It looks like we're at the headquarters. We're at Citadark Isle, which is some real evil shit. You know what I mean? But in the next one, we're just gonna keep on pushing on, seeing what else lies in front of us. So like usual, be safe, be careful, tell somebody you love them, and until next time, peace out.